Vaughn was at one point T-Roy's shooter. That's right. Vaughn came up under T-Roy. You understand? T-Roy was that guy from O Block. Even though Trey 5 put in the most work, he still wasn't that guy. T-Roy had the power. They listened to him. You understand? T-Roy was running that set. Because Vaughn had to prove himself. Ain't nobody going to just give it to you like that. If you want to be certified, you have to do certain things. Because remember, T-Roy was drilling, or he was sliding 2 years before Vaughn even thought about being a gangster. And what happened to T-Roy happened to Vaughn. T-Roy had to prove himself to Odee. Yes, Odee used to take him on drills. So when T-Roy became official, Odee passed away, Vaughn had to prove himself to T-Roy, and he was T-Roy's shooter. He was taking him on drills, and Vaughn had to prove himself. Whenever something went wrong, T-Roy tell Vaughn, let's go. And Vaughn had to listen to him. You got to understand that. Because if you paid close attention to Vaughn's tweets online, he always said T-Roy was his mentor. Whenever he had a problem or something was wrong, he always go to T-Roy for advice. That means he respects him, he looks up to him, and he listens to him. So you must know that at one point Vaughn was T-Roy's shooter, and T-Roy was Odee's shooter. That's how it goes. Even with Lil B, Melly, they all had someone who taught them the ropes and put them on. The OGs from TYMB, Lil B was their shooter before he even went to STL, EBT. So when people talk about O Block, it's like they give Vaughn all the credit. What about T-Roy? T-Roy is just as gangster as Vaughn, if not more, because he's small. And I read in the comments, I posted a pic of T-Roy in the YouTube community, and somebody said it doesn't matter his height, they respect him, because he put in work. That's true. They respect him because he put in work, but they respect him more because he's little. That counts. Yes, that's right. It counts. You know why it counts? Because it's harder for a smaller person to have heart and to do something than it is for a big person. Why? Because a smaller person is at a disadvantage. Most of the time, if they try to fight someone bigger, they're going to lose. They're going to get beat up. It's easy for a big person to want to fight a small person. You understand? So it takes more heart to be little and be a gangster. So it counts. And that's why T-Roy was the most respected on O Block, because he was little and he had a big heart. So yeah, Vaughn was his shooter at one point before Vaughn, became established as a gangster. T-Roy used to take him on drills and make him do stuff.